So I've already primed my skin using Nip and Fab Sheer Makeup Fix. I really am loving this a ton. And then I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Naked Skin Foundation. My shade is 1.0. I'm just going to pump that onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my Miracle Complexion Sponge to start working that all over my face. Now that that's all blended in, I did not take it down my neck because I do have on a high collared t-shirt, but for like a party look, I do recommend blending your foundation down your neck and making sure everything matches because you're going to be being photographed a lot. And I already concealed any blemishes or scarring that were still visible, and I used MAC's Select Cover-Up Concealer. And then I'm going to take this L'Oreal Magic Lumi Concealer Pen in Fair, and I'm just going to apply that where I would naturally highlight. Since it is a party look, I do want to highlight a little bit more than I normally would. I know this looks like a lot, but it is a very thin consistency product. Take that right above my brow, above my brow bone, under my eyebrows, down the center of my nose. Put this on my Cupid's bow, some on my chin. Go up the center of my forehead. And then I'm going to take my Miracle Complexion Sponge, same side I used to apply my foundation, and just blend all of that in. Then, since I don't really feel like that actually conceals anything under my eyes, I'm going to go back in with my MAC Select Cover-Up in NC20. And I've just squirt way too much of that on the back of my hand because there was an air bubble, you know. And just taking the pointed end of my Miracle Complexion Sponge, I'm just going to dab that where I want it. And blend away. So I already went ahead and set my face and contoured. To set my entire face, I used Clinique's Blended Face Powder in the transparent neutral shade. To set under my eyes, I used my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, like normal. And then to contour, I used Hoola from Benefit, and I just contoured like I normally do. And if you want to see that, I will link that down below because I just did a whole video on it. So then for blush today, I'm going to be using BH Cosmetics Iris Blush Duo. That's what it looks like there. It looks a little dark, and to be honest, it is a little strong, but I'm going to use it very lightly. So anyway, I'm going to start with the darker color in this first, just lightly tapping my brush into it. And I'm just going to kind of apply that on the apples of my cheeks, blending up and back. Just like that. And as you can see, that just kind of gives a really natural flush to the cheeks without being too overpowering, even though it can look super scary in the pan. So then I'm going to take the shimmery peach side. This side is matte. I don't know if I said that. So then I'm going to take the shimmery peach side, be a little more liberal with that one, and I'm going to blend that over top, just in the same place that I put the first color, just to give a little bit of a more glowy look to the face. Then to highlight today, I'm going to use something that I just got and I'm super excited about. It is the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. That is what it looks like. Just a very, I would say cream shimmer, very shimmery. It's very pigmented as well, so like I'm just going to tap my brush in it. I'm not rubbing. Tap my brush off and apply that on my cheekbones. And I know my camera is not doing this any kind of justice, but this is beautiful. It gives such a nice glow to the skin. It definitely rivals my MAC one. Just by first impression, it is rivaling my MAC one a little bit. A little bit, not. Because we all know how much I love my MAC one, so. So then to start the eyes, I went ahead and used my Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one, and then I applied this Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeshadow crayon in number 2, Bulletproof Beige. I don't know why they call it beige. It is a gold color. You can completely skip applying another primer if these do not crease on you. But over top of that, you can pretty much take whatever shimmery shades you would like to take. But I'm going to use Half Baked out of the original Naked palette. As you can see, mine is almost gone. And I think Half Baked is just a super pretty gold. And I'm just taking that on the brush that comes in the original Naked palette. Actually, I'm going to use my finger. I lied. Sometimes your finger is better than a brush. As you can see, that is super gold. So if you just wanted like a light wash of gold, I would skip using a gold base, and I would definitely recommend using a brush to apply this. Then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back into my Mary Luminizer with a stiff flat brush and just apply that around my tear duct. And I'm actually going to take that on the very tip of the brush and kind of blend that down into the lower lash line. And I'm also going to run that under my brow bone, just sticking kind of really close to the brow. So then I'm going to do liner, and I'm going to start with this Jordana Fabi liner in black. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just trying this out for the first time, so I thought I'd use it for this. I'm just going to start by creating my line starting at my inner corner. Let me finish my sentence there. And just in very short strokes, pull that line out. So as you can see, I've already lined both top lash lines, just a straight line across both eyes. I've gone kind of thick with it. But now I have gotten to the corner of my eye, and I am just going to go in with a matte black eyeshadow and map out where I want my wing. This way I can get both of my wings as even as possible and kind of have a little more control how the end result is. So just taking an angle brush, I'm going to start by placing that in line with my lower lash line. Oh, excuse me, and I'm just going to start plotting that line very lightly. This is just an outline for where you want your line to be. And this kind of also helps control how big your wing is going to end up, because I know sometimes I'll be doing it really quickly and I will just like go in there and I'm like, oh crap, I did this side 100 times bigger than I did this side. So then once you have it winged out as far as you want it, place your brush at that top line and then pull back in. Now I'm going to go back into my Naked palette and pick up the darkest matte shade, which is Buck. And just on a fluffy brush, I'm going to take and start blending that in my crease. Just like not going below the winged liner, obviously. I did the winged liner first because I don't want anything below it. Making sure to meet up with the wing. Then, with no additional product on my Soho fluffy brush, I'm just going to really blend that out. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Naked, which is the lightest matte shade in the original Naked palette. Oh, excuse me, I just sneezed like 500 times. And then I'm just going to blend that over the top edge of where we put Buck, just to really blend that out. Then switching to a smaller brush, this is my Real Techniques detailer brush, I'm going to pick up Buck. Again, I'm going to run that on my lower lash line, just to bring some definition into the lower lash line. And then on my Real Techniques shader brush, with no more product, I'm going to just blend that out and just make sure it looks shadowy. Then I'm going to pick up the color Dark Horse, I've decided just now, on my Real Techniques shader brush. And I'm going to take and put that in my crease, just looking straight ahead, keeping my eye open so I know where I want to place it. I'm going to take that right up against the liner. And bring that all the way in, like that, and then with my fluffy brush, again, I'm just going to blend that out, just keeping it really soft. So then to jazz up the eyes a little bit more, I'm going to take this liquid liner from Blackheart Beauty. It is just a black liner with silver glitter in it, but it's very like sheer, the black liner itself, so I'm just going to run that over the top of the liner I've already got down, and I'm just going to keep that on the lash line. I'm not going to take that up into the wing. Honestly, lip combinations are going to be never ending. It's really just what you are comfortable with. So you could do a bright pink like this show off one here. It looks red on camera, but I promise it is really hot pink. You could do a red lipstick. That is kind of dirty. Like this Lancome one. I guess I used this for Halloween and forgot to clean it off. So there's a really huge swatch of a red lipstick. You could use a red lip gloss, like this one from Be a Bombshell Cosmetics, which is a true red. This Lancome is also a true red. This is the lip gloss. Or you could use a lip crayon in red. This one is from J. Cat's Beauty in the color Red Rose, and that's what that looks like there. I mean, you could do a nude lip. It really is just whatever you are comfortable with, but what I am going to use is this kind of brick red in the color Fixed on Drama from MAC. That's it there. So you can see it's 100 times darker than all of the other reds, but I'm going to use that over top of a red lip liner, and this is from Boots number 7, and it's just a very red lip liner. So I'm going to start by lining my lips, obviously. And I'm going to fill them all the way in as well. You can see this look does look very pretty with a bright red lip. I just don't really like doing a completely bright red lip in winter, fall time. So you can see what it looks like with a red lip. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with my MAC Fixed on Drama. And just apply that over top. For the lips, I went around the edges again with the lip liner to help clean up any edges. So you can see it's still red and it still looks really good with this look. But it's not like in your face red, which I think is much more appropriate in fall, winter. But anyway, so that finishes this look, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.